We can probably say that Tamil is at the forefront. It's because of education. Because of that religion model we talk about, free education to school education was given to Africa. And everyone got the opportunity to learn. That is one of the wonderful things that we have. When you compare the development of Tamil Nadu with other states, our development is something different. When we compare the average with the national average is only 24.1%, while the gross improvement ratio of Tamil Nadu is 72%, something unimaginable. Chennai Institute of Technology, near wisdom, additional number of startups, task force, without teams that attorney voting, over the stream and the Dr. Ramesh at the CIT Institute of Chennai Institute of Technology. Other dignitaries were out here to pursue the papers in their rubbing sessions and dear participants, students and teaching faculty of this institution. I'm so happy to be here with all of you in this wonderful morning. And it gives me immense pleasure to say a few words about the startup trend that is existing in our country, and especially in the state. And I'm happy to note that the Chennai Institute of Technology is contributing such a good thing at the field of education. Right. Education is the only thing that brings social development is. We can proudly say that Tamil Nadu is at the forefront. It's because of education. Previously in India, education was restricted to take people, not community work, community work. But when the social justice movement started spreading, especially in Tamil Nadu, we take for the Justice Party, which ruled the state in the pre-independent era. They started giving education to the people. And because of that religion model we talk about, free education to school education was given to Africa. And everyone got the opportunity to learn. That is one of the wonderful things that we have. And wherever we go, everyone says that Tamil Nadu is not for talents. It is our strength. It is because of institutions like Chennai Institute of Technology. And I'm very happy that this institute thinks in good students, quality students, and quality education that is contributing much to the growth of the state. Likewise, we have a lot of education institutions across the state. It's a great thing that we are seeing. When you compare the development of Tamil Nadu with other states, our development is something different. You may not be able to compare 7 states with regard to GDP and all. But you may take the social indicators like education, status of life, and employment opportunities, wage, all these things, paved in the fortune. Because of this, the health of the people has also improved much when compared to other states. So education plays a pivotal role. And because of all these things, we have achieved a lot of things. Now you know the status of people in the state. Just for example, you can take one thing, that the Honorable CEO has announced a scheme to Puduvaipu. That scheme gives 1,000 rupees for women, their children who are pursuing their education, higher education, who come from a government school background. So you see, because of this thing, now the gross employment ratio of a state has improved like anything. When we compare the average with the national average is only 24.1%, while the gross employment ratio of Tamil Nadu is 72%, something unimaginable. So that is because of the lot of efforts that we are putting. And you think about the law and order situation or the safety of women to work in Tamil Nadu. Chennai ranks first in the metropolitan cities, followed by quite a full and future back. And the very day, 10 districts which are less populated, that is, the cities with the 10 lakh population below. We have 5 cities in Thangaraj, which is coming in the list after. So that much is the strength we have. We have a very good working atmosphere of things there. With regard to infrastructures also, when compared to other states, we have better infrastructures not only in Tamil Nadu but also in the Tier 2, Tier 3 cities. Now, under the able leadership of our visionary leader, our Honorable Chief Minister, a lot of initiatives are being taken to develop the Tier 2, Tier 3 cities also. So the government is collaborating with the educational institution, and we are trying to understand the requirement of the student community, the requirement of the industry, IT sector, and we are trying to provide talent through modifying certain things like policy or curriculum, or giving value addition through institutions like ICT Academy and IT Hub, which is going to come. So when we take the research and development scenario, our country needs a lot more in that. And of course, Tamil Nadu also needs more of research, more of innovation and things like that. Now, yesterday I was talking to one of our officers, as he was telling me, in Tamil Nadu we have nearly 400 Center of Excellences that is being run by various organizations. But I don't know how it is functioning. Now we have planned to network with all those organizations and find out how they are functioning, what are the facilities they have, and the government will be coming with certain programs to support organizations like Center of Excellences conducted by various organizations. And in many colleges, I am able to find these incubation centers as well as Center of Excellences run by the institutes itself. In that sense, you can very well contact the department so that we will be able to extend whatever programs we have to collaborate and partner with you to bring best results. When we take innovation has lot of scope. When we talk about innovation is a sacred task. Why we are saying it's a sacred task? Because it provides lot of solution for the existing problems. Whether it is a social problem or it's an economical problem or it's a technological problem. As we are living in an era of technology, and technology is a sacred means to find solutions. For any problem, we need to find solution through technology. That is the situation that is prevailing over here. So, technology plays a vital role. And the chairman was talking so much about the industry, that is, especially the manufacturing industry, that require a lot of innovation. I can just make you understand through a very simple example. You take a computer in the maybe in during 19
80s or 1990s, something like that. You see the tremendous development that has happened in the computers. It is 1,000 times better what we have now within these 30, 40 years, 20, 30 years. But when you take the automobile industry, you will take a car, the fuel efficiency or the emissions it makes, we won't find that much of difference that has happened. So whenever we take you take the field of construction, lot of new things are coming up. But what about cost-effective technology? What about energy-efficient technology? What about the diminishing rate of mines and minerals? How we are going to cope up with the thing that is going to come up? So all these things to be addressed and answered. You just imagine the volume of waste that is being generated. How much? We have a population of 142 crore. So that's a huge number. In the coming days, it is going to, even more and more, it is going to come up. We are unable to predict what is going to happen. You take the water resources. All the water resources in the country are diminishing. So what about water harvesting initiatives that we are going to take? The greenery, that's also coming down. So we need to address everything. We have lot of opportunities in one hand. The opportunities we can list, like in a country like India, there is a strong youth population. But whereas when we compare it to developed countries or Western countries, the scenario is quite different. So the world needs lot of workforce in the coming years. Even the field of digitalization, automation, and innovation kind of thing. So we need lot of workforce who are capable of competing with global talent, with the global talents, and who are involved in like big technologies, emerging technologies, kind of thing. So that's an opportunity we have. In Tamil Nadu also, we have set a goal that at least by 2030, 25 lakh people should be in the technology sector. That's what we are trying and fixing a goal. So all these things are an opportunity for the younger generation. But there is another risk. The risk is the climate crisis. So how we are going to deal with the climate crisis? How we are going to deal with the pollution that we are seeing? If these many number of vehicles are coming on the road on a daily basis, what is going to happen? How we are going to solve the green gas emissions? So all these things are big questions and challenges before us. When we take digitalization, I used to tell, whenever I get an opportunity to speak to people, I used to tell them, there is India, we are proud of saying that we are providing services across the globe. That's a good thing. But what about us? What we are providing to the common man? Whether the common man has access to technology. You take for example a farmer. How he is farming? He is using the age-old traditional methods. He is using water like anything. But he is not at all having access to these kind of things to get a better livelihood options also in his life. So the life and livelihood of the most of the people in the country is still miserable because they don't have proper access to technology. And as far as technology is concerned, we are taking lot of initiatives like to provide citizen-centric services in an easy way. We are introducing the e-services, and you may be knowing that after this government came to power, we have provided 235 services online. That's a great achievement that we have done in our past. And in this assembly session, I have announced e-survey for all. So now we have nearly 8,000 e-survey centers with us, which provides online services to the citizens. Now, to connect them better with the government schemes, in this month we are going to provide licenses to another 16,000 e-survey centers. So I think end of this year almost 30,000 e-survey centers will be there in place covering all the nook and corner of the state. And with regard to filing systems, that still pose a big threat to the government officers and their function. Everything is handled in papers. Now the government is shifting to e-office program, and through that we have made all the files, not all the files, nearly 3 lakh files online. That's a great thing. It's also an achievement that we are doing. And we are taking initiatives to digitalize various departments. It's a big initiative that is happening. And this time the Honorable CM has given 100 crore rupees for this program, simple GOV program. That's people should have easy access to the government schemes at all. They should know what are the schemes available, how I can approach, and how I will get it. All these things have to be properly digitalized, and the simple GOV project is going to be launched very soon with a investment of 100 crore this year. And that's an initiative of the state government that we are doing. And you will be aware that the Honorable CM has announced 3 tech cities in Tamil Nadu. One in Chennai, and we are looking for land to acquire, and I hope with the area of 100 to 150 acres, we will be finding a place and launching the program very soon in Chennai. And the planning process is going on. We are trying to bring in the best with the global standards. That's what we are trying. The tech cities, what we are planning, will have all the facilities from live, work, and entertainment. All the things will be there, and the research institutes or research organizations, incubators or accelerators, whichever is required, with good lab facilities and all, we are planning. And a similar kind is going to come in Coimbatore as well as in Hosur. For the IT cities also, we are bringing in lot of programs, you may be aware. And the IT department is having nearly 6.15 lakh of square feet of built-in area now to launch very soon. That is going to happen. This year also we are planning to construct another 10 lakh square feet of buildings as IT infrastructures which can be given to startup companies and existing companies for a good price. And maybe the startups may not be able to afford to higher prices. So we are trying to give them on a discounted price. So the government is focusing one side on talent and other side on the creating infrastructures. And I hope we are moving in the right direction, and very soon Tamil Nadu will come to a better position when we, with regard to IT and IT related activities. And I am very honored to say that this year our IT exports have crossed 2 lakh crore. It's a very, very, very big achievement.